Sometimes the most terrifying things aren't ghosts, monsters, or the darkness itself. Sometimes it's curiosity. Imagine being a brilliant medical student from a wealthy family, determined to follow in her father's footsteps and become a respected doctor. A future filled with success seemed certain, but hidden beneath that ambition was a strange obsession, an obsession that drew her toward the dead. What began as harmless curiosity soon became a nightmare she could never escape. Don't forget to subscribe for more terrifying stories. Tonight, we're diving into the chilling story of Lucinda, a medical student whose fascination with the morgue led her into a terrifying encounter with something far beyond the world of the living. Turn down the lights, get comfortable, and prepare yourself for a story that will make you think twice before walking through the halls of a hospital after dark. Lucinda was a medical student from a wealthy and respected family. Ever since she was a child, she had dreamed of becoming a doctor like her father, a famous orthopedic surgeon. When she finally entered medical school, however, she discovered something unusual about herself. While most students felt uneasy around the morgue, Lucinda was fascinated by it. She often found herself standing in front of the cold storage units, opening the drawers and staring at the faces of the deceased. There was something about them that captivated her, a mystery she couldn't explain. At first, she assumed it was nothing more than curiosity, but then the nightmares began. Every single night, she experienced the exact same dream. She wandered alone through the empty corridors of the medical school. The hallways were dark, silent, and lifeless. No students, no staff, no sound except her own footsteps echoing through the darkness. Yet, despite her fear, an invisible force seemed to guide her toward one destination, the morgue. She would stop in front of the large refrigeration units. Then, one by one, the drawers would slowly slide open. The dead would sit upright and turn their heads toward her. Every time, Lucinda tried to scream, but no sound would come out. She would wake up drenched in sweat, her heart pounding violently in her chest. As the nightmares continued, her fascination with the morgue transformed into fear. She avoided walking near it whenever possible, but everything changed the day a mysterious woman's body arrived at the medical school's morgue. That night, Lucinda dreamed of the woman. The corpse slowly raised its hand and carved words across its own stomach. "Leave me alone." Lucinda awoke instantly. A burning sensation spread across her abdomen. Terrified, she looked down and discovered strange red marks on her skin, marks that hadn't been there before. Confused and frightened, she asked her classmates whether they'd had experienced anything unusual. Most of them laughed at her, all except one. A fellow student turned pale and admitted that she had seen the same woman. The woman had appeared in her dreams as well, and she had delivered the exact same message: "Leave me alone." From that moment on, the situation grew worse. The nightmares became more frequent, the red markings appeared more clearly on the students' bodies. Then a second message appeared, a far more terrifying one: "Leave me alone, or I will kill you." Fear spread throughout the group. Desperate to end whatever curse had attached itself to them, the students made a plan. One evening, they secretly entered the morgue after hours. Their goal was simple: get rid of the woman's body. Perhaps then, the nightmares would finally stop. They opened the refrigeration drawer and pulled out the corpse. And at that exact moment, the lights went out. Darkness swallowed the room. Panic filled the air. With trembling hands, Lucinda switched on a flashlight. The beam illuminated the ceiling, and what she saw froze her blood. Her classmates were hanging above her, dead, every single one of them. Then she heard movement behind her, slow, deliberate. She turned around. Standing in the darkness was the woman from her dreams. Her eyes were empty, her smile was cold, and in a voice that echoed through the room, she said, "I am the witch Bathsheba. You have disturbed my rest. Now it is time to punish those who defiled this body." Suddenly, The morgue drawers began opening by themselves, one after another. The dead emerged, moving toward Lucinda. She screamed, she begged for help, but just like in her nightmares, no one could hear her. The following morning, local newspapers published a shocking headline. A group of medical students had been found dead inside the school morgue after becoming trapped overnight. Authorities were unable to explain exactly what had happened. There were no signs of violence, no clear cause of death. Only one disturbing detail remained. Every victim wore the same expression: absolute terror. Question for the audience. What do you think really happened to Lucinda and her classmates? Was it a supernatural curse, a restless spirit seeking revenge, or something even darker hiding within the morgue? Let me know your theory in the comments.